Can I speak to your supervisor?
Sure. You have your driver's license and insurance?
I'm asking for a supervisor.
I'm asking for your license and insurance.
I'm asking for a supervisor.
Okay. In the meantime, I need your driver's license.
I'm asking for a supervisor. Can I see a supervisor, please?
You're under arrest for obstruction of official business and failing to provide your ID. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle, or I will break the window. Step out of the vehicle, or I will break the window. Ma'am, I'm telling you one more time. Step out of the vehicle, or I'm going to break the window. Okay.
Did you ever give them your information?
I didn't, because I didn't understand what.
I mean,
but
see,
listen,
you gotta look at it this way.
But listen,
you were being uncooperative with them from the
how am
rip.
how am I being uncooperative?
If you get pulled over by the police and you're
but
driving
I didn't
the vehicle,
even do
you're
anything.
talking over me. You're required to show them your driver's
Why am I
license.
required? I don't have rights. Where's my rights at then?
Well,
so I don't have rights.
If you're part of a traffic, I'm not saying you don't have rights. I'm saying you are required to provide information.
And you're the
have to give them
supervisor.
your ID.
I can't wait for this all to be on documentation.
Well, she said she can't wait for the documentation on this incident to come out. And guess what? Today is, in fact, that day. Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Sean. And today I want to talk about a video where clips of it have gone viral on TikTok, on Instagram, and on Twitter. However, it actually dates back to August of last year, where this woman at the center of this traffic stop turned into an arrest, shows us exactly how you do not want to operate when you're being pulled over for speeding. Now, we're going to get into this video. We're going to break it down. We're going to laugh at it because, again, she is the author of her own peril. But before we do, I want to thank everybody who supports this channel via actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Give me the money. Give me the money, okay?
Good morning. Detective is feeling it's 35. You're going 53 this morning.
It was 3 people in front of me, man. I want to record this because this is outrageous.
Okay. You have your driver's license and insurance?
I don't understand why I was being pulled over. Can you show me the speed I was doing? Because
Hey, you're going 53 and a 35.
Can you show me? I'm asking, can you show me?
It'll be on the camera for court.
I know. I want to see the camera now.
I can't do that.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Sure. You have your driver's license and insurance?
I'm asking for a supervisor.
So let me set the stage. Let me set the situation for you guys out there in the audience. It is the early morning rush. This woman was clocked going 53 in a 35 zone. She has been pulled over, and within about 2 seconds of interacting with the police officer, she is on her phone, and she's already outraged by the fact that she is being pulled over for speeding. Now, of course, this is a regular standard traffic stop. If you have an issue with the speed that you are clocked at by the specific police officer, what you do in this situation is provide your license and registration. Maybe if you're even a little bit polite, you won't get the ticket, but who knows? Let's say you do get the ticket, and then you fight it out in traffic court. Now, I will also point out for everybody out there in the audience that this woman right here is a black woman. Now, normally I would say that the race doesn't matter at all whatsoever, but some of the propaganda that we get from Black Lives Matter, from all these different woke organizations and individuals, is that apparently Black America has to sit down their children when they're very young and have the talk about the police to tell them that they need to act extra good and extra well in front of police officers because the police are full of evil white racists who are just looking for an excuse in order to enforce said evil white racism on innocent Beba Angel black people. So I want you to keep that thought in your brain right here. I want you to understand that we are supposedly told by the propaganda that police full of evil white racism, they're just chalked up and ready to go and do something racist, and black people know because they have the talk, it is culturally ingrained in them that they cannot speak out of turn against police officers because that will result in dire consequences. In fact, this fear is so legitimate and so well grounded that they will quite literally be murdered that you never, and I mean absolutely ever, see a black person step up to a police officer. Again, that's what we're told constantly. Let's see if the footage proves this out.
I'm asking for your license and insurance.
I'm asking for a supervisor.
Okay, in the meantime, I need your driver's license.
I'm asking for a supervisor. Can I see a supervisor, please?
Sure. Takes all morning. Yes, my speeder is requesting a supervisor.
So this woman has decided to pepper the officer right here that pulled her over with a request for a supervisor. And rather than the officer just arresting her right here for refusing to ID at a traffic stop, she actually goes into her vehicle, calls up for backup, and says, my speeder has requested a supervisor. So that's a thing that this officer actually did. Remember, what we are told is that black people super compliant with the police because they know their life is in danger, and evil white racist police officers and even black police officers that work for the evil white racist system that is known as policing immediately kill black people in this particular instance. Is that what you're seeing right here? Is the Black Lives Matter narrative being reflected by the objective view of the camera?
Supervisor's on the way. I need your ID. Ma'am, I've asked for your ID repeatedly. So, you don't have an ID?
So the officer goes out one more time. You can see that the window is no longer rolled down. It's actually just cracked slightly, and she's not even responding to requests for identification. And again, the officer assures her backup that this is a non-emergency situation, that this is a person just not complying. And again, I will point out that it's not ambiguous on whether or not you have to ID in this situation. You get pulled over for a violation. You're supposed to present your driver's license, sign the ticket, which is not an admission of guilt, and then move on with your day.
What's up with this girl?
She's mad.
What? Did you give her a ticket?
Well, I mean, you give her one. She stopped her and said she was going 53 and a 35, and she refused to give me her ID. She started requesting a supervisor from the start. Delightful.
Okay.
And it's a rental
Yeah,
car.
I figured you did occasionally at times.
And it's a rental car.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's do what we do. You want to try again? Is the Sarge on his way?
he's on his way from the 5th floor.
I hope not. I'm going to see if she'll give me her
Who's coming?
ID. Huh?
Who's coming? I need Carter.
So I just want you to notice right here that the black officer for the Akron PD ends up showing up to this scene. He asks for what's going on, and he finds it amusing and ridiculous. He ends up approaching the vehicle in order to try to get a resolution. And again, minutes have passed by at this moment in time, and the evil white racist cops didn't actually commit the evil white racism yet, at least as far as I could tell. Maybe you guys saw it out there in the audience. Maybe you guys see the actual consequences of the talk that this girl had to have when she was a little girl about police and how you have to be compliant because they're so racist. I'm just not seeing it, but that could be my own biases.
Well, ma'am, just hear me out for a second. In case you didn't know, we don't have to show you our stuff. Yeah, okay, you have rights too, but we don't have to show you that stuff, ma'am.
You don't have to show me, so I don't have to show proof right here.
No, it doesn't work that way, ma'am.
Where's your proof that I broke the law?
It doesn't work that way, ma'am.
I want to know where's my proof. Where's the proof that I broke the law?
She just told you that you did. Ma'am, we don't have to show you our radar equipment. No, we don't.
Now look, you guys might not notice this because I'm cutting based on a video that is edited for speed, but as of this moment in time, about 15 minutes have passed by. The traffic stop actually started at around 7:25 in the morning, and as you can see at the top of your screen, it's about 7:40 when this other officer ends up engaging with this woman, trying to talk to her, trying to explain to her the situation, but she is just not getting it. She insists that she cannot have to show her ID unless, of course, they show her the radar gun, which again, some departments show you that, some departments don't show you that. But considering when you sign a ticket, you're just acknowledging receipt of the ticket, you're not actually saying that you're guilty of the crime, you should understand that this is a perfectly fine standard procedure, even if you don't personally like it.
He's asking for your ID, dear.
Can we have your ID, ma'am? That's all we need. I just explained all that to you. And yes, I did, ma'am. Because we don't have to show you what our radar stuff reading is. No, we don't, ma'am. Maybe for court, but not right now. Y'all know we are too, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Still here, still waiting for your ID that you won't give me.
Yeah. You can make this process go a whole lot faster.
Oh, very poorly for you, dear.
Okay, I got time. speak to your supervisor? Can you bring your supervisor out?
They're en route. Okay.
Now, I left this part of the video in right here just to show you the ridiculous nature of what's going on. You have this woman with her phone. She's like, I'm recording everything, every part of the interaction. And he's like, so are we. We have the body cams, aka the death nail for the Black Lives Matter movement. And they start posing for the camera. And of course, they're laughing at this woman because she's an idiot. She's like, I don't need to show you my ID. I got it right here. And at this point in time, I will just want to remind you guys that the former First Lady of the United States of America, Michelle Obama, has told us consistently that black women are trained to never express their emotions. So I just think it's important for me to play that clip in the middle of this so you can understand the stated position of Michelle Obama versus the reality on the ground.
We don't articulate as Black women our pain because it's almost like nobody ever gave us permission to do that.
Completely different. That was on you. And there's no reason. You have refused to provide your ID.
And I didn't even do anything. You stated that
You say you didn't do anything.
You said that I was.
I did say that, and you were.
Now, at over 20 minutes into this particular stop, the tow truck ends up pulling up in order to take her vehicle. This woman still does not understand the situation that she is in. She still doesn't get that she is going to be arrested. And what's crazy about this is that the tow truck operator thinks this is also ridiculous.
I don't know how you guys do it. I could not do it. I just don't have
But the patience, yeah.
If that cracks in the window, my taser's going to run. I could throw us out one way or another. I'm serious. I ain't got time for this shit.
Oh man, there's always one somewhere.
People that might really need your guys' help. This bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
I watch those videos and I'm like, what in the hell has this world come to? Where a cop can't do their job.
Yeah, I know.
Acknowledges this behavior makes no sense, and everyone and anyone who looks at this objectively, except for this woman in this car, understands that she's being an absolute idiot right here. And in fact, they speculate that maybe, just maybe, she's a sovereign citizen or something of the sort, but the fact is, there doesn't appear to be a root ideology other than entitlement on behalf of this woman that explains her terrible behavior in this situation.
Ma'am, I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. Okay? Lawful order to step out of the vehicle. You're failing to provide your ID at a lawful traffic stop, which is a crime. Okay, so you can either roll the window down, or I will break it. Okay. So, ma'am, you've been given plenty of opportunities here. Are you going to provide your ID? Are you going to provide your ID?
Are you serious?
Absolutely. Are you going to provide your ID?
For what? What did I do wrong?
Speeding. Speeding was the reason for the traffic stop. Are you going to provide your ID? Are you going to provide your ID? Okay. I've asked you several times. You refused to answer. Are you going to step out of the vehicle? Are you going to step out of the vehicle? Okay, ma'am, you are now under arrest. You are under arrest for obstruction of official business and failing to provide your ID. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle, or I will break the window. Step out of the vehicle, or I will break the window. Ma'am, I'm telling you one more time. Step out of the vehicle, or I'm going to break the window. Okay.
Oh my God!
Step out.
No, I didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, come on, guys. This is such a waste of time. 25 minutes she spent not just presenting her ID at a traffic stop when she's being accused of speeding, and then they break her window after warning her. And by the way, they've warned her so many times throughout the course of this 25 minutes that her not IDing is going to result in her being arrested, and she still acts surprised. She starts screaming, oh my God, I didn't do nothing. Where? Shut up. Shut your stupid face. Show your ID when you get pulled over. It is ridiculous that you are taking this long in order to do so. And again, these are the consequences of your own actions. It's not evil white racism. It's not, oh my God, they're so anti-black or they're so anti-you. It is you. You are the problem.
I didn't even do anything wrong. Oh my God! This is crazy. Oh
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Hi. My name is Sean Fitzgerald. I'm the owner and content creator for the Actual Justice Warrior channel. And despite the fact that you say, oh my God, I didn't do anything wrong, I'm an innocent Baba Angel Aladdin who didn't do nothing, in reality, you did do something wrong. You see, when you were pulled over for speeding, which by the way, I believe that you're speeding, but at this moment in time, it's alleged, so allegedly speeding, you were asked to present identification. Now, the reason that you are supposed to do this is so that they could write the ticket, and then if you want to challenge the ticket or whatever at some point in the future, that can be adjudicated at a later date. This is a situation where it is unambiguous on whether or not you are supposed to ID yourself for the officers. You did not do that. We have video of you not doing that. It's 25 minutes long, and yes, this is you doing something wrong. That is why they broke your window, and by the way, this was all explained to you at the time, and that is why you're in the situation that you're in as of right now. Do you understand? Are you following what is going on, lady? Do I need to explain it even more slowly so you can catch up?
Oh my God! Put your hands together like a frame. Wow! Are you serious?
Oh my God, why? Because of your own actions, because of what you did do, because of what you refused to do that was lawful.
I have done nothing wrong. I have done absolutely nothing wrong, officer. I promise to God on my dad's grave. My dad is deceased. And she pulled me out over. I asked her, and it's all in my recording on my phone. I asked her, was there any, like, how did you pull me out of the lineup out of all these people that was driving on the vehicle? I asked her, was I the only one on the road? She said, yes. I was not. Officer, it was vehicles in front of me. How did you pick me out of all the people? That's what I don't understand. I was not speeding at all. I was going to the shop. Oh my God. I was going to the shop. I'm trying to look for a stolen car. Yeah.
Why? Your car?
Yeah, I work for a business.
Who do you work for?
For Mary Rental Cars right down the street, and I was going there to put information so that I could have in the system.
So I guess the whole thing is, ma'am, if she said she got you speeding,
she did not.
You can't say that. You don't
I
know how
was
these
not.
machines
That's the
work. You don't know how
thing.
they...
And that's the thing. I was not speeding. That's the funny part about. I was not speeding. Why would I speed?
That's not something that we debate on the side of the road. If that's how you feel, then that's something you got to go to court for. And
that's fine. I'll just go to court for that. I'll go to court first. I'll just go to court.
If she says that she had you speeding and she writes you a ticket, you still have to give her your information and go that route. This is
I asked to speak to a manager. I asked to speak to a supervisor.
I mean, again, this woman is still trying to litigate the issue in the back of the police car as if she is going to convince the officers in order to drop the case. And she's like, listen, I work for a business, and why would I even speed? Why would I want to go faster than the posted speed limit? Again, everybody wants to go faster than the posted speed limit, except for notable crazy people, honestly, in my opinion. So yeah, that's such a stupid, ridiculous, kind of non-logical counterpoint to what this officer is saying. But in her mind, she thinks that's a good case. Hey, we pulled you over for speeding. My computer in the vehicle, it clocked you going 53 and a 35. And she's like, well, why would I even do that? Unless you have an explanation of what I was thinking of in my mental mind at the time, then you really can't be writing me the ticket, and you can't expect me to show my ID. And it's funny because at one point in time, they end up telling this woman that this is like a basic thing that you learn day one in driving school. And she's like, that's not even fair. That's ridiculous. That's no good. I can't be held accountable for my own actions. And then, of course, she gets transported to jail, and that's when the waterworks come in.
What are all your charges?
I don't even know. I didn't even do anything. That's the crazy part. That's why I'm so confused. And I asked to speak to a supervisor, and I was refused the information.
Well, the supervisor showed up.
I asked to speak to his supervisor, and he wasn't even acting like a supervisor. And everybody was pissed. It was Crash Central. I was so scared because it was like I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. All I'm just doing was just going to the shop, and that's all I'm doing. I work for a rental car business. I'm looking for a stolen car. I was not even speeding. I'm not even like that. That was so crazy. And that's all I was asking was for to speak to a supervisor because I was not even speeding. I was trying to put the key back up that I had for the treatment. That was it. And I was about to go back home. I was to take off that is, and I was not even looking on this and happen. For what? Like, and then we just had a supervisor come out and just listen to me.
Now, I just want everybody to think about this. What would we do before body cams were mounted on every single officer, capturing every angle of this incident, when the news media would take this story and say, evil white racist white woman Karen cop pulls over black woman for speeding, and instead of just writing her the ticket, they decided that they're going to arrest her and throw her in jail because she's a black woman and they're so evil, white, and racist. Like, that would have been what was presented to us if this woman would have physically fought the officers. They would have been like, oh, they killed her over a speeding ticket. They killed her and she didn't even go 20 miles over, even though obviously the reason for the consequences that she faced are based on her own actions, based on exactly what she engaged in this video, caught from multiple different angles. This is entitlement right here, not evil white racism. But again, I want to know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Do you think this woman was an excellent debater and she should have been able to, be able to get around showing her ID at this traffic stop? Or do you realize that body cams were Black Lives Matter's greatest folly? Again, all your thoughts down in the comments below. As per usual, if you like this video, show them by leaving a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on my social media, support me via the support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about a body cam clip that has resurfaced and is going viral. Till next time.